Feels like love, Cupid made a shot.
Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go and hit that subscribe. Today we have an exciting unboxing. Today we have the MelodySusie SProR nail dust collector. Now this dust collector is a cordless dust collector. I am so happy and excited that MelodySusie finally came out with a cordless dust collector. I've been wanting a cordless one forever. And to be honest, very curious if the cordless would hold up to a plugged-in type of dust collector, but just because will it have the same power and suction. So for this video, let's open up this beautiful box and see. I actually already opened it up and I'm going to do this video a little different. I've actually been using this dust collector for the last week or so, and well, it's about a couple weeks now, to be honest, and I really just wanted to do this review a little different. I wanted to test it out, try it out, and then come back and tell you guys what I think about it. I personally have been using MelodySusie dust collectors for just over 3 years now. The first one that I got is their square one. I'm so sorry I forgot the name of it. And I love it. It works great. I still have my original one. And then I also just received their other dust collector that looks exactly like this one. I'll just grab it here quickly. Here we are. So this one is a little bit wider, and that is just because, again, it's cordless, so we're going to need the battery pack in there. And then this one is a little bit slender. So they look exactly the same. They are the same size. They actually use the same filters. So I've used that one now for about a month. I got that one in last month, and then, oh my god, I got this one in, and I'm so happy for this one. And it works amazing. I find the suction on it really good. I don't have any kind of negatives. I think there's only one little downfall of this one, but let's go ahead and we'll just kind of see what it's all about, and then we'll talk about the pros and cons of a cordless dust collector. Okay, so we have the little pamphlet, and I think you should always go ahead and make sure you read this. And it's always good to read it because things change. We might think we know what one does, but it doesn't mean that this machine is going to do the same as maybe the last one, right? So it's always good to read them, and then you'll know all the functions that they have and they offer. So this one, again, you have your charging status. Now this one is, where does it say? So this one is, you could charge it for 2.5 hours and you'll get 5 hours use out of it. I've only ever actually charged this once fully, and I haven't had to recharge it yet, and I've been using it for about 2 weeks. Now, I don't take clients or anything like that, I just do myself, but I've also been practicing with my acrylic application, and I've been using that, this dust collector for that, so I've been using it quite a bit, and I'm going to show you how it performs in the second part of this video, because I kind of did this a little bit backwards. I already recorded me using this and testing it out, and then I wanted to come in and just talk to you guys about it. So just, I don't know, I just thought it'd be different, because the reality of it is I can tell you it's probably great, it's probably this or that, but I've had the other ones, I truly love them, but I really wanted to just try this one different and try it first and then give you my opinion on it. Okay, so make sure you charge up your battery. Okay, so the green light, there is a green light that comes on. Red light blinking means power indicator. Powers off when it's not in use. Motor burns. Okay, so it kind of tells you all these things on and off. The only thing I wasn't really realizing, unless mine just hasn't got that far, it doesn't have it though. I haven't seen anywhere on it where it doesn't tell you how much battery you have left. I would have loved if they could have added that feature in there for me, because I think what will be annoying is if you're using it and then, you know, you're trying to use it, say you're in the middle of a client or you're in the middle of a set, you're removing it or whatever the case is, and then it dies on you. But I'm positive, and I'll just double check that right now because I don't want to bite my words, that you can use this plugged in if need be. So you could, even if that did happen, you could plug it in and use it. But let's just double check that so I don't make myself out to be a liar. Okay, so it's plugged in. We have some lights. Yeah, exactly. So you can use this plugged in if need be. So you never have to worry about if it does die. If you're like, oh my god, now I have no dust collector, what do I do? Just plug it in, you'll be perfectly fine to finish your service. And then again, leave it plugged in, let it charge, and then you're good to go. So amazing feature that it is cordless. I'm obsessed with that. So these filters are a little different than their original filters. They do fit the same as this model though. Which, let me just check the name of the model so I can be a little bit more thorough here. So this one is the SProR dust collector, and these are the same filters as this one. Now the original one I've had is just called their professional nail dust collector, and this is the original one. I've used this one. This is my, honestly, I've had her for 3 years, but she works amazing. She still works very well. My plug-in cord's over there, but these filters are different. So make sure that you get the correct filter for the correct machine. just as a quick sample. You can see the size difference. There are a bit of a difference. So here we go. This one I love. It's just a little bit bigger, and I think the reason is it's square, right? This one's round, so all they've really done is just left the filter part in it and took all the extra. But I'm not gonna lie, I like the comfort of how this feels too when I'm leaning my hand on it. So this is always a great option as well. Don't feel that like one's better than the other. This is just a lot smaller, but I do like that this is very easy to lean on. Again, your stuff will collect right here because this feels like this is how you lean on it, at least to me. Like I use this for my rest, so it's kind of like a little hand rest. And then your particles do collect right there, I find. And then the buttons on this is extremely sensitive because it is like a flush system. So cons of this one, that would be the only two cons. And yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but to be honest, this fits under most standard hand rest that I've ever used. This fits right underneath it. So to me, as long as it fits underneath my armrest, I'm perfectly good to go. If you are using it on clients. Now this feature with the MelodySusies, they will not work unless you have the guard on top of them. So you have to make sure that you have your guard. And it is just a magnetic guard. But if that magnetic guard is off at all, it will stop use, which I think is amazing. So you're not going to have to worry about, you know, accidentally getting anybody's fingers stuck in here or anything like that. Stop it. It won't go. So that's always a good thing, right? So again, it is like a brushless, I think it's called, or something like that, motorless thing. So it's not gonna sting yourself, but again, it's always a good safety feature, and I love that they have that. I've seen some that don't, and they just keep running. That's kind of scary. God forbid, you know, the wrong little fingers get in there. But this will shut off automatically. Again, because it's on, it will turn right back on once everything is put back together. And this other one, the H Pro, is exactly the same type of features. They all have that. This one's not plugged in. As you can see, it doesn't work, not plugged in. So this beauty, let's get back to you, Missy. I love it. I love that it's cordless. I think that is my biggest thing. Now, working with all three of them, I've worked with, again, the Pro, I've worked with the longest, at least almost 3 years for that one. The other one, it's only been about a month, the little pink one. And then this one, just a couple weeks. I don't notice any difference in the suction. I was kind of not worried, but I was curious to think, how are you going to keep the suction as good as we kind of need it and want it for this style of machine with no cord? Like, and it's not that bulky, like it's actually not big at all. They've really made it very slender and slim. Let me see, does it have more? Yeah, I would say it has a little bit more, no, not really, I guess. So to say it has more venting, but it doesn't overly. Oh, yucky. That one was dirty, clearly. Don't put it up upside down. I forgot, I've used them all, right? So that filter had a little, well, oh, that's why it has pink stuff in it. So it did have some stuff in it. Again, you can get filter covers for these, but you should always change out your filter. I think it's about every 2 to 3 months they recommend you changing your filter. When I get them, I always like to go ahead and buy new filters. I personally get mine off Amazon because I'm in Canada and it's just a little bit easier and quicker for me to get it off Amazon. But make sure you get it off the MelodySusie storefront on Amazon. That way you can make sure it is a legit product and it's going to fit your machine. These ones are for this one. I actually do have to purchase some for my H Pro. I'm going to be doing a giveaway with that H Pro. I'm actually going to give it away. I don't think I need 17, not 17, but right now I have 4 dust collectors. So I want to give back a little. So I'm going to be giving away that when it is used, but I'm going to give it away in like a whole kit. Like a starter kit. So if you're interested in that, make sure you go join my Facebook group, BR Nail Talk. That will be coming next month for Christmas. That's going to be our Christmas giveaway. So thank you so much, MelodySusie, for always keeping me with the newest and latest. And then I can always kind of give back the ones that are just sitting around, right? It's because it still works perfectly great. And I know somebody would just love to have a dust collector regardless if it is a little bit used, right? But I want to get some new filters for it for sure. So this one, again, my only downfall is I wish it had a little button to say how much battery life, but that's it. Let's go ahead and listen to it. This is on the first level, which is like your first. I like to use these little books to show. I wonder if it would do something. 2 filters, not that heavy. Would you? A box of tips. No, it's not strong enough to give a box of tips, but that's pretty heavy too. So again, that's your first. Second. Now I find dust collectors are a bit loud, but honestly, how are you going to run a machine that can suck and be that powerful it being quiet? So if you ever come across one that is like a silent one, let me know. Link that below because I need to witness that for my own life. But all right, so let's just see. Curiosity. That's heavy though. A box of tips is not light. No. And this is a full box. So you know it is a full box of tips. Okay, and the highest one, I personally don't think it's much louder than the second. The big difference is, oh, it's getting there. Of course, that book. Oh my god, I feel like it wants to pick it up. It's lifting it up a little bit. Let's see if it'll do the lid. Oh my god, their lids are actually heavy. Like their boxes are such good quality. That's crazy. To me personally, I think it works great. Oh gosh. I think it works awesome. Would it actually hold up another one? I can't. There's no way I could do that. That's so heavy. That's crazy. But it does. It's very, very good suction, I feel, in all three. I honestly never had to use it up at that third, to be all truth. But I'm actually working with acrylic lately, and acrylic is a lot more dense than gel. So who knows, working with acrylic, you might want it up that high to really make sure you're sucking in all the particles. Again, I'm more of a gel user, but going to school, I have to learn acrylic, and I've kind of been having fun a little bit, honestly, with acrylic. The monomer smell is not that terrible. I really make sure I leave windows open, and I have my fume extractor, which I think is actually a big benefit to when using acrylic. MelodySusie, how about like you guys come out with a fume extractor? I think that would be the most amazing tool that we're missing from you guys. But I personally love all MelodySusie tools. I'm a fan, in all truth. I honestly don't really buy anything else, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just love them. So let's jump into the second part of this video. We can kind of test this out using a little bit of acrylic. Again, that's going to be on a practice hand because I'm doing that for school. And yeah, guys, I honestly love it. I think if you can get the cordless one, oh my god, why not? It's so convenient just to set on the side. Don't have to worry about all the extra cords. We already have so many cords in the studio, so to have a cordless one is awesome. One of you amazing subscribers, my last video, you're like, oh my god, they just came out with a cordless one, like I can't even believe it, I got that one. And I was like, oh my god, girl, I need this in my life. Now I have one in my life, and that's literally legit what I said to her. I was like, excuse me, what? I didn't even know that they came out with a cordless one at the moment that she did, and I was like, what? I need it. I must have this one. And I'm so blessed and so grateful to able to get one. So thank you guys so much. Let's jump into the second portion of this video. And again, a huge thank you to MelodySusie. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting to tell you guys. I have a discount code with MelodySusie. It probably popped up a few times. I'm so bad with that. So if you want to save yourself some Moulin Rouge on anything, and they do have Black Friday sales going on. So now is the time to check it out for either Black Friday or your Christmas. It's always a good Christmas gift to tell your loved ones, hey, this is what I want in life. So let's jump into the other part. Hey guys, so today what we're going to do, we're just going to practice some acrylic on my lovely little hand Sally, and we're going to really just test out this cordless MelodySusie dust collector. I've used it a few times and I'm absolutely loving it. I think it works great, but I really need to practice my acrylic, so I thought we would just do a little bit of practice on her. Now I am going to cut these down to a short square just so I can keep it pretty basic. And I can learn like just really my application and not worry about too much crazy shaping here. This video is going to be mainly voiceover, guys, because the reality of it is I have fans on, I'm going to have the extractor on, and she's just going to be loud. So I'm just going to get my nails shaped. And I'm using these just because this is really hard plastic.
short put on a show. I'm dancing on the tables and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. She wanna break some things I hide. All of the cups are out of sight. She wanna drink 'cause I can buy. You're dancing on the table, so am I. I'm not usually the one who acts out. All those crazy little things we all kinda dream about. A good thing we are running out of sunlight. It's not necessary for these guys to know all about. Look, there's a bruise right here, one or a few on there. Man, did you see me though? 'Cause I sure put on the show. I'm dancing on the tables and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. She wanna break some things I hide. All of the cups are out of sight. She wanna drink 'cause I can buy. You're dancing on the table, so am I. Did you see me though? 'Cause I sure put on a show. I'm dancing on the tables and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. I'm dancing on the tables and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. She wanna break some things I hide. All of the cups are out of sight. She wanna drink 'cause I can buy. You're dancing on the table, so am I.
Alright guys, so I did go ahead and prep the practice hand just like you would a real hand, and I'm doing this for, again, like muscle memory and stuff like that. I really want to treat this hand like I would do an actual person, because remember, I'm practicing this for school, so I'm gonna have to do all the steps that you normally would, even on my practice hand, and then for my like teacher to see, or the tutor to see it. So for this, I don't know, like, to be honest, I don't remember the last time I really played with acrylic. Other than the last little bit, I've been trying to play with it a little bit, to be honest, but I haven't done that much. A friend was over and she helped me out, just trying to give me like the methods, because she was like kind of even saying to me, I'm such a gel user, right? So she's saying I'm touching it way too much, because in my brain I'm always moving gel. So I think I had that muscle memory of gel. So I'm trying to let my acrylic polymerize a little bit more, either even on my brush. I noticed my first bead was quite wet. And just try to keep it dipping in my brush and not touch it as much. So again, this is about me practicing. I have not done acrylic at all. At the very, very beginning, when I started nails, about the first month or so, I played with acrylic, and that was it. After that, I quickly just switched to gel, and I've been doing nails for about 3 years now, I think, and it's always been gel. So please don't come for me in the comments and say like, girl, you suck, you do whatever. I know I suck. I'm not good. Of course I'm not good. I haven't practiced. So this is just about practicing, and I need to get my practice in for my exams. But acrylic's not still for a little bit of ways on my testing, but I still want to get the practice in. Right now we're actually on builder gel, but I just wanted to play with the acrylic, and I thought this would be a great way to test out the dust collector as well, because acrylic is a lot like thicker, so I feel that when you're filing, the dust is a lot heavier than it is on a gel. Gel is a lot finer of a dust, so I was like, hey, let's just test her out with that. So again, I'm just gonna go in and I'm trying to not touch my beads as much, let it kind of sit on the nail, let it kind of harden a little, polymerize, and then kind of shape it out. If you guys have any tips or tricks, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm so like down to take anybody's advice or any criticism you have for me, because again, I'm new to this. I do find I was using a much smaller brush, and to be honest, I did find actually when I bought a size 16 brush, I much prefer the bigger brush. The smaller brush, I really felt like I was using it like it was gel, and I just wanted to move it so much because I wasn't getting like a lot on my brush, I felt. So I really feel that the bigger brush for me, I personally like it more. And just remembering again, like with gel, you're not dipping your brush in anything, so I have to keep remembering to dip my brush in acrylic, keep it wet so the acrylic's not sticking to my brush. And having a 100% Kolinsky brush definitely makes a 1,000,000% difference. When I first started, I never got a good brush. I was just using like Amazon brushes, and that's probably another reason why I was like, wow, acrylic was so hard. But I did find this a lot easier, and I'm using all Notpolish products, so the Notpolish monomer and the Notpolish acrylic. And then even with this, it's actually kind of hard. I remember I had to stick my finger right in this stupid acrylic because the practice hand's weird. I was like, I had to try to turn this hand in so many different ways because I kept touching the side of it. Oh my god, I'm terrible. I'll get it though, I'll get it. It's all a learning curve for sure, for sure. But the brush that I got, I actually just got it from Jessica Beauty Supply in Toronto. They deliver too, so I love that. I legitly got this in like 2-3 days. It was amazing. I love how fast they are delivering. But this one is actually their brush. Like I said, my friend, when she came over, she was kind of like giving me some pointers, and she brought some of her brushes, and she actually had this brush, and I was like, I really like the way that it felt. And that I was gonna get the Notpolish one, to be honest, but I was like, 80 bucks. I just was like, ugh, I just don't know, because I don't know if I'm going to stick with acrylic or if I'm going to use it. I actually kind of enjoyed this. I'm not going to lie to you. It was nice. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I could like, you know, build out my nails quick with this. And I don't know. It's like in my brain, but again, that back note is still the smell of monomer. But the fume extractor, I find truly does help. Yes, the house still smells like it, but it doesn't linger. Like, I don't know, like I felt like a little bit the smell is gone within the house. Of course, you have to have a window open a little bit, and I make sure I have my window open and my air purifier on, and then my not the dust extractor, sorry, the fume extractor going, and it's legit like right beside the monomer, so it's kind of sucking in the smell. And as soon as you're done, I always put any of my paper towel or anything that I'm using with the monomer as well, and I put it in like a little bag, and then that goes right out to the chute, so that does not stay in my house either. And I do find the smell just kind of dissipates within like an hour or so in the house, and it's not that bad, to be honest. And lighting a candle always helps too. But like, I don't know, guys, I don't think I did that bad. Like, when all said and done, how do you think it is? I noticed there was a couple spots I feel like I could have used a little bit more acrylic, especially by the cuticle and some of the nails. But I don't think I did that bad. I feel like I didn't need overly a lot of filing, considering the shape was pretty decent. The light is pissing me off, I'm not gonna lie. The light above, I was trying to have it close enough so you guys get decent light, because I'm filming this actually on my little, what do you call it, my like portable nail desk, and there's really no lighting over there. I just felt like I was trying to have this light there, but the light was like in my way. But yeah, I don't know, I don't think I did that bad. I'm actually kind of proud of myself, to be honest, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I also have to invest in some rougher grit files. Again, I'm a gel user, so all of my files, the hardest file I have, to be honest, is a 180. And acrylic is such a harder material than gel that I needed like at least 100 grit to an 80 grit, so I think I'm going to invest in just get at least 100 grit, some 100 grit files. Honestly, maybe even some 80 grit if I can. I want to just get some boards for my metal file backs. I was already looking over an alley, and I was like, okay, they have 100 grit, but I was told 80 grit probably would be better. But again, am I going to stick with acrylic? Should I invest a little bit into this and maybe try it every now and again? I'm not hating it. That's the thing. I'm actually not hating it, and the Notpolish doesn't smell that bad when you put the neutralizer in it. And I kind of want to try the V Beauty monomer. I've heard that one's pretty decent. So I don't know. should I invest any more? That's my thing right now. I'm kind of on the fence, like, because acrylic is a whole new ball game. Like, that means I'm gonna want more acrylics and more colors, and oh my goodness gracious, it just seems like a lot. But for now, I'm actually just kind of enjoying the process and everything with school. I passed all my stuff so far, which I'm really grateful for. The last written one, I think I got 91 out of 100, and it was a trick question. I freaking hate the trick questions. It was like, it didn't say multiple choice, but two were right, and I was like, well, I don't know if I can do the two, so I just did the one, and I know that's what I got, though, like the one so-called wrong, but it wasn't really wrong. I hate those trick questions. But yeah, guys, so I'm just going to continue to file this. I'm actually just going to hand file. I'm not going to bring out my drill. And the reason for that is I just want to, again, practice a little bit more with hand filing, kind of like sharpen up my skills a little. I personally do not think I'm good at shaping. I've always like struggled with shaping a little bit. And I think also now with me just honestly loving Gel X, there is no shaping with Gel X. You don't have to worry about shaping. Your nails already there. So it's such a cheat in a sense when you're using Gel X, in my opinion. It's a great cheat. I personally love the cheat, but it is a cheat because you don't have to get the structure, like, you don't have to sculpt out your nail, like, or, you know, form out your nail. So you don't have to worry much about apexes. You don't have to worry about the shape, the thickness, and all that. So it is so different. So I just feel like my brain got lazy a little bit in a sense. So right now I'm just trying to go over all the things and just like freshen it up. And even gel, in all truth, like I don't often sculpt out my nails in gel or with tips or whatever. And it's no real reason. I just actually really enjoy Gel X. It's quick, it's easy, and they still look good. So, but I think I really want to get back into it, and I think going to school and becoming certified is just really making me want to up my skills in all of these things. Even if I don't take acrylic like any farther, it's actually still helping me with my shaping and just, you know, sculpting. And when I'm getting over to builder gel, which we're going to do very soon, I want to do a couple of videos. In all of my assignments, I have to build out Frenches, and they want you to build it out. I can't draw a French in, so I have to do a French with builder gel, dip, and acrylic. So that's going to be interesting to build out a French. And I think with builder gel, I'm pretty sure you build the French kind of backwards. You do your white part first, and then you would do your nude for like your base of the back of the nail. I'm just in that right now, so I just need to practice that, but I have some builder gels that we will be practicing that with very soon. As soon as I haul them, I want to practice that even in the video and just try one out, but I need to practice that a little bit more. And then I also will be filming that as well on my model, because I do have to do some of this on live models. But this practice hand is definitely coming in handy right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and give her a buff. I think you should always, especially with acrylic, you definitely buff it out and just make sure you get all the scratches out of the nail. And then I'm going to top coat. Now I'm just using their products that they supply, like the dehydrator and the primer, and then even their top coat. Their top coat isn't that bad. Actually, it's quite glossy, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite thin as well, but it actually works pretty good. But let me know what you guys think in the end, how I did. Give me your honest feedback. I can take it. I'm a big girl. I still think they turned out pretty decent for my honest. This is the first one, my first full 5 fingers I've sculpted out or built out with acrylic. Wow, I've done like a 1 finger, a 2 finger. Is it the oh no, I lied. This is the second time I did it. I did it one night, but I feel like I did that with the small brush, and it was bejesus my soul. The big brush made a huge difference in my life, so thank you so much for letting me test with that big brush, girl. It actually worked really well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate you guys, and the dust collector honestly works amazing. I have not one bad feedback. If they could change anything, if I had to say one thing, it would be nice to know how much battery life we had in it. But it's awesome. Like, it's still running amazing, meaning there's still battery from the first charge that I've ever charged it. And I've been using it for a few weeks now. Or I apologize, a couple weeks now. But yeah, guys, so this is it. And look, it sucks up everything amazing. Like, I honestly, I love that one. I'm so happy to have a cordless. I really am. But thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.